Hi, I'm Guy Ritchie.
I'm Charlie Hunnam.
Welcome to the Graham Norton Show.
It's getting silly now. Hello and welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a packed sofa tonight. Sadly, two people we haven't got on the show are the Prime Minister and her lovely husband, Philip. You see them on the one show? Woo! Yeah, riveting. They spent most of the interview speaking about their marriage. Guess what? It's strong and stable. Who knew? And they also spoke about their home life. She's a good cook, he takes out the bins, and she's never had a red box in the bedroom. Bit more than I wanted to know, if I'm honest. Hey, the election campaign really hotted up this week. Who am I kidding? The draft Labour manifesto got leaked. Jeremy Corbyn's proposal is a massive increase in education spending. He says there are too many people in the country who can't even count. I mean, here he is with one of them. Yeah. Meanwhile, Liberal Democrat leader Tim Farron. There he is. That's Tim Farron. He said he has completely ruled out a coalition with any other parties. Yeah, in much the same way that I've completely ruled out marrying Brad Pitt. Yeah, all my decision. Yeah. New UKIP leader, Paul Nuttall. He laid out his plans, well done him. In order to cut immigration, UKIP have proposed a one-in, one-out system in Britain. So, say, we'd take in a Polish nurse, and then we could swap them for... Oh, yeah, I'm liking it. Yeah, it's good. This is working. In European news, France has a new president. A présidente, yes. That is President Macron with his wife, Brigitte. Now, there were raised eyebrows that Brigitte is 24 years older than him. But, hey, you know, Donald Trump is 24 years older than his wife, and who is really bothered by that? Oh, yeah. Hey, let's get some guests on. Later, we'll have music from Ireland's own Imelda May. But first, he's one of the funniest men in Britain. It's a warm welcome back to my favourite comedian, Jason Manford, everybody. Suited and booted. Looking very smart. Hello. Very smart. Yeah, lovely, lovely. From teenage pop star to award-winning actress, we've loved her in Doctor Who and Penny Dreadful. Now she's back on the stage as Yerma. It's Billie Piper! Oh! I didn't notice the asymmetrical thing. How are you? Hey, Jason Manford, Billie Piper. And they're the men behind the biggest British movie of the year, King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. Please welcome iconic British director Guy Ritchie and King Arthur himself, Charlie Hunnam. Come on, come on. Come on, here you go, here you go. Hello, sir. Very nice to have a seat. Very nice to see you. Come in, sit down. Woo! Feel the love. Welcome all. Cheers.
Chin, chin.
Yeah, cheers, sir. Yeah, cheers. I like that. Yeah, straight in. No waiting.
No messing about.
That is what got you to the sofa.
This is the reason I came.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, something very special tonight. This is the first time on the sofa we've had someone who has won both an Olivier Award and a Smash Hits Award, ladies and gentlemen. Billie Piper has done both those things. Yes. Yeah. I mean,
It's good.
you know...
Could I get an award for that?
Yeah, well, you probably should. Well, no, 'cause I kind of think, like, you know, when you were getting your Smash Hits Award, it seemed pretty unlikely you would ever be getting an Olivier Award. That's amazing.
I know, it's great.
Actually, Jason, you hosted the Olivier Awards, didn't you?
I did, yeah. It's closest I'm going to get to one. It was a fun night, wasn't it?
You were brilliant.
You won, like, 5 awards, I think, that night for Yerma. It was amazing. Just kept coming up. You were on stage more than me.
I think we won 2, but...
Did you?
Yeah, but it was a good night.
Well, that was one long speech. And like, when people come around to your house, are they kind of impressed that you've got an Olivier Award?
Yeah, they are, but they love the Smash Hits Awards, you know, because it's that big gold, sort of iconic award. They just love it. They have pictures with it, everything.
I have to tell you, I've never heard of the Olivier Award, but I've heard of the Smash Hits Award.
And first time for Guy and Charlie. They have not been here before. But you're the premiere of your movie this week, King Arthur. How did it go?
Very well. We had a couple of them. We had one in LA on Monday, and then we
smell
had...
you.
I know, right? Very fancy. And then we had one last night in Leicester Square.
Do you do the red carpet and then do you actually watch the film? Do you actually, or are you just there for the red carpet?
I can't.
You don't watch the film as well?
It's such a pressure cooker situation.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
I can. I'm not being funny. It's a little bit embarrassing, but I like my films.
Billy's incredulous. What?
I like your films.
But I have this funny thing that I completely forget that I make them. So I've got that memory like Dory. It starts and I go, oh, what happens next? And oh, look behind you. And I'm that guy. So actually, I'm surprised about, how many times I've got to see it.
Do you annoy people at your own film? People go, shut up, I'm trying to watch this.
Yeah.
And Guy Ritchie, you're not afraid of casting non-actors in your thing. This is the man who gave us Vinnie Jones. Vinnie Jones, the actor. Yes.
Aww.
One lady there, very happy that Vinnie Jones, the actor, is in the pantheon of thespians. And well, you've got another footballer in this one. And is it annoying that he's getting so much press for this film, David Beckham? It must be annoying you. You've got to think, I'm King Arthur. David Beckham's in it for 2 seconds. Because you guys are mates, right?
Yeah, sort of. I mean,
Don't back away now.
No.
Oh, he's in it. Beckham's in
Oh,
it.
no, he's in it.
Yeah, no, I'm not making this up.
No, hold on. Am I allowed to speak? So, our kids go to the same school.
OK.
And we go to the same pub. And we go to the same sort of gay gym.
Isn't that just Jim? I think the gay is silent.
I set you up nicely there, didn't I?
Thanks.
Yeah, and one thing led to another, as they do. As they do in gyms.
Yeah.
And I've used it before in the previous film that I did, Man from U.N.C.L.E. And I've done a couple of... What's
They're still in the gym.
yeah, I've done a couple of commercials with him. I love him. He is... Talking...
He's been on here. He is genuinely such a nice man. He's a lovely
lovely chap, but it just made sense. One thing led to another.
But you did attempt to make him less beautiful in the film, didn't you?
We tried. Have you got this
is his Instagram picture of the day he was shooting.
Yeah, that was down to me. I walked onto set and said, I think you should check the contracts. I have to be the most handsome man on set at any given time. You know, Bexy's not going to work for me. So that's what we did to him.
Wow. But he's still in the film. Yeah.
Right. Still give him one,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I would. I thought he was terrific.
No,
you know, not only just a lovely, kind, humble fella, but showed up so determined to do a good job. I mean, he's not an actor and has, I don't think, any real aspiration to be an actor, and yet I think he'd hired an acting coach, and he's so prepared and sort of nervous and determined. I thought, wow, good for you, David Beckham.
Yeah, no, he is. He's a really
not that he needs my praise, obviously. He's cracking
really
on quite
impressive
well,
guy.
but...
It's about time somebody gave him a leg up. He just needed that, and he needed just...
Finally a break.
Yeah, finally. I love him. He'll be in Corrie next.
Oh, dear. And a lot of actors, I think, when they get a big kind of, you know, hero movie like this, they have to get into shape. But you were, like, incredibly ripped before this, weren't you?
I wasn't, actually. I had just been doing the last season of a TV show I did in the States for many years, Sons of Anarchy, and I'd lost a lot of weight. And the character that I played was going through a great trauma during that last season, so I had lost a lot of weight, and that actually was a bit of a stumbling thing for me getting the role, because Guy had wanted a quite formidable Arthur, and so he was very concerned.
I was after Seth Rogen.
Yeah, he was very concerned about this, and he would bring it up a lot through the auditioning process. And I finally thought, you know what, I had a eureka moment. I thought, we've all heard about the casting couch. Let's implement the casting cage.
Where we go with this, Charlie?
You know where we're going with this, boss. Don't play coy. So I said, let's implement the casting cage. And the last time that Guy said, are you sure you can be formidable? And I said, you know what, pal, if you're so concerned about it, you know, because there was a big audition, there was lots of other little, you know, movie stars milling about this hotel, going in and out auditioning for Guy, and it's very awkward, these things, because you're sort of walking past each other in the corridor saying, all right, yeah, good luck, mate. And so I'd seen who the competition was, and so I finally, when Guy brought it up one more time, his concern about my physicality, I said, let's just forget this. Turn the camera off. Why don't you bring those chimpanzees in here that are auditioning against me, and we'll have a little fight. And whoever walks out the room gets the role. And I maintain, although Guy denies it, that that was the moment that I got the part. Because I saw a little, like, glint in his eye and thought, that's the cocky.
Hold on. Before you go any further, he lost. They were much bigger, and I gave him the role out of charity.
And moving into movies like this, you know, Sherlock Holmes or the King Arthur legend, and away from the gangster movies, do you get fewer visits? Because you used to get visits, didn't you, from real-life gangsters?
I still get visits.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Like, as in knock-on-the-door visits?
Well, sort of, you know, those sort of things.
They see you in the pub, or they...
Yeah.
Already in your house visit.
In the back of your car.
What time do you call this guy?
Yeah, there's quite a lot that goes on. There's a lot of sort of old gangsters that they want to share their stories with the world, and I am the default setting. If anyone wants to share their story with the world that has done really nefarious and nasty things to people, they come straight to me first.
No, but you've put some of the stories in the movies, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, I think just about all the stories, like the fact that Charlie was born in a brothel in Arthur, that came from a chap that I knew. He was born and raised under the bed in the brothel until he was 15, and he sort of had a wonderful way about him that he was tremendously protective of all the ladies, and he was quite camp. But when it came to sort of being a bit of a chap, he was like an uber geezer.
Yeah, yeah.
So he had this wonderful sort of cashmere caveman quality about him.
But I imagine very pale. Because, Charlie Hunnam, you are a little bit of a crim yourself.
A crim?
Yeah, you've done nicking, haven't you? Like Sons of Anarchy. Sons of Anarchy, you
An
did...
occasional prop.
No. Sons of Anarchy, didn't you? You did serious nicking on that.
I stole the motorbike.
You stole a motorbike?
Yeah.
Is that the one you stole?
Yes.
But, like, they must
The
have
cat's out the bag now.
given you that.
Well, I just drove it off and took it home and then said, is there any way you could send me the pink slip? Because it's not coming back, so we may as well just make it official now. I was on that show for 8 years. I made them a fortune. Come on, the bike's the least I could take. I tried to nick a sword on King Arthur, and there was a lovely old chap whose job it was to look after the sword. And he rumbled me mid-theft, which is where I realised I'm much better off being an actor than trying to be a thief. But so he rumbled me, said, listen, Charlie, actually, I think you're a lovely fella and you've been so nice to everyone. I would actually happily let you take this sword. But Guy has requested a brand new, beautiful sword that he's going to present you upon rap.
Aww.
And then rap came and passed, and no sword arrived. So... two things happened. Either the old sword wrangler bamboozled me, or Guy still has my sword.
Sorry, mate.
Do you have a sword for him?
So, I mean,
So
that was
it
the
just
most, like, the least heartfelt apology. What? I mean, I don't even know if that constituted an apology.
Nah. By the way, this has been going on for about a year. He won't let go of it.
And I don't intend to. Until
do
I
you-
get my sword.
Well, I think, Guy, do you have an apology for Charlie?
Or a
I think you
sword.
do.
One or the other.
I can do better than that. Well, sort of better than that. Yeah, you know what's coming, you naughty girl.
Is it coming?
It's coming, son.
Where is it?
Where is
Who's
it?
got it? Here it is. Oh. Nice. Wow. Oh, wow.
I really did not expect that.
Wow.
Oh, that's proper.
Oh, it's proper.
Yeah.
Wow. Charlie Hunnam, old boy.
Oh, thank you, old girl. I'm not sure how this is going to work in customs when I try to go home tomorrow, but
You can always
there
give
you
it back
go.
to me, Charlie.
That's a proper bit of kit, isn't it? Would you like to touch Excalibur?
I'd love to hold your
Do a
sword.
trick.
That's good, yeah. That's good. I'll let you deal with it. There you go.
All right. Wow.
Wow.
Well, I'm really glad I came tonight. I got a gin and tonic and a sword.
Lovely.
Yeah, we'll just put that there in
That's
case
lovely.
anyone gets out of line.
Lovely.
Beautiful. Oh, what a beautiful moment. That was gorgeous.
Wonderful.
And also, you didn't do it like a joke version of it. That is.
No, that is it.
Yeah.
That took these little Japanese geezers 6 months to cobble that together, and they worked tirelessly day and night. It's a big deal. I'm telling you, it costs the price of a
Let's
small
hold it.
aeroplane.
Let's get it up.
Should we have a little look?
Yeah, let's get it
Because
up
it's,
here.
I mean, it's proper, isn't it? You could actually
Oh, yeah, that's the real
challenge
thing.
Do you wanna
someone
touch
to a
it?
duel with this.
I'll just,
Is it, anyone else happen to have a sword on them?
I'll just stroke the tip. Unbelievable.
You've corrupted it.
Have you played with this?
Sorry.
I have. I played with it
yeah,
previously.
okay.
Yeah.
You had to go first.
Graham and I go way back.
Yeah.
Do you still have the lava lamp that you bought?
Do you know? I'm afraid I don't.
These two have history.
That was
Actually,
anticlimactic.
no. You know what? I might. That might be in the attic. It might be in the attic. I'm not sure.
Only marginally better.
Do you want it back?
No, but I was so pleased at the time. You were the first really famous person I met. Right after we did Queer as Folk, there was a charity auction, and you bid on the lava lamp from Nathan Mahoney's bedroom and paid £1,000 for it.
Did I pay that much?
Yeah, you did, mate. you got
I
proper
blame
done.
wine.
That's coming out of the attic tomorrow.
going back on eBay. Yeah, keep talking about it, Charlie. There'll be a little YouTube clip. A picture of the lamp. No, I think I don't have it. Now, Billie Piper, ladies and gentlemen, is back on stage with her Olivier Award-winning performance in Yerma at the Young Vic, and people, because I do think this is a great thing that they're doing this now. It's going to be one of those plays that's shown in cinemas all over the
NT
country.
Live.
Yeah, on the 31st of August. So, Yerma, I don't know this play. Tell us about the play.
Well, I mean, there's the original and then there's our adaptation, but it's about a woman who finds it incredibly hard to conceive a child and in the end finds it impossible, and it's about how it destroys her life, her marriage, her home, everything, and so it's upbeat.
Because the staging sounds extraordinary. You're all inside a glass box.
We're all inside this glass box, so you really have no sort of relationship with the audience. It's all sort of contained, so you're just there with your actors, and it feels great, actually.
I tell you what sounds exciting. Hearing you talk about the blackouts. They do these blackouts.
Yeah, there's like a tandem show going on, because in the blackouts, they move the set, we undress and put something else on, and then they give us our props and we go. And we're doing it in like 15 seconds. So there's loads of guys in those blackouts in like night vision goggles, just leading us around the set. And your immediate reaction is to just punch them. It's really threatening. It feels very unnatural. But then you get used to it and it's great. It's a good laugh.
But as for the audience, it must be amazing, because it goes back and then the lights come on and then you're all in different places and different clothes.
Yeah, and you just hope you've got the right prop. Or the baby comes on in darkness. A real baby.
There's a real baby
It's
in
a
it.
real baby, yeah.
That seems a mistake.
Yeah. The mother's in the wings, like, heart in her throat, you know. It's fine, it goes well.
How many babies are there?
It's just, actually, no, there's, like, 3 or 4 babies.
Okay.
3 or 4,
And,
that's what you want to hear, don't you? 3 or 4.
Who counted them in?
Who's counting?
Do you have a favourite?
Yeah. The one that cooperates the most. It's terrible to say, but this baby is something else. It's like he's been here 5 times before, and he really works the audience, and he sort of gets in... And I think he really does. So he comes out...
Is it a small man?
Yeah. He has the wisdom of a small man, and he comes out, and the lights go on, and he coos, and it's this sort of... without giving it away, a sort of dream sequence, or it's whatever you want it to be, I suppose, but it's supposed to look like a loving and fertile environment. And so it really helps when the babies really dig in me, you know, and he goes with it most of the nights. And then I take him to the glass, and he knocks on the glass, like a little knock, and the audience go, oh. And you have to move around with him, and he's just a joy. And he was at the rap party. Some of us, we were offering to
like Ali
babysit.
McBeal, that dancing baby.
Yeah, we were at... Brendan, the guy who plays my husband, I think has had play dates with him since. We were offering to babysit for this child. It's just amazing.
And back in the kind of smash hits day, did you and Charlie know each other, Billie, because of...
No,
I don't think.
no.
No, because that was kind of Queer as Folk
90s.
days, and you were a big pop star. You'd have thought you'd have been at all the same showbiz bashes.
I can't remember you.
The only famous person...
Wow, that's cold.
I know who you are
know
now,
what you
of
meant.
course. And I used to watch you in Queer as Folk all the time. And Russell T Davies wrote it, so...
Right.
Yeah, but I can't remember anything from those early
Great,
90s.
wonderful, thanks for that.
There's more.
Brilliant.
There's actually,
Yeah.
there's
Believe
more.
me, I'm sure.
There's more. No, because in my head, I thought Queer as Folk was your big break. But in fact, it was before that, wasn't it?
Oh, it was indeed. It was indeed the old illustrious Biker Grove
That's
days.
what-
Biker Grove! Were you ever in Biker Grove? No.
No, I wasn't, but I loved it. I was a huge Biker Grove fan.
Yeah. But you weren't an actor. You just showed up in Biker Grove.
Yeah, pretty much. I was... I had the aspiration to be an actor. I was at film school at that point, but I was discovered in a shoe shop on Northumbria Street at JD Sports on Christmas Eve. I had a foolproof strategy with my Christmas shopping. I would go to the pub on Christmas Eve at 12, and at 4, 1 hour before the shop shut, I would start my Christmas shopping. And I had the 60-minute frenzied shop.
This is good.
And I was in JD Sports trying on some trainers for my brother, having a bit of a dance around. Drunk, obviously, as you can see. And there was a lady staring at me, and so I blew her a kiss and gave her a little wink, and it turned out she was the production manager of Biker Grove. So she said, "I think you're quite lovely." I said, I do too.
Jason Manford is back on the road on tour. The new tour is called Muddle Class.
Yes.
And Muddle Class, it's a good... Does it mean what I think it means?
Yeah, it's a phrase that I sort of came up with, which was to describe, well, a lot of things, a bit, you know, muddling along and getting through those things, but it sort of describes me, where I am, which is, I'm from, you know, a working class background, you know, and... but then my kids are sort of a bit middle class, so we're in this muddle space where I don't know where I am. I'm trying to keep your roots, but at the same time aspire for something else for them. And they're always like correcting me, you know, it's garage, Daddy, you know, stuff like that. I'm like, it's garage, get to bed. And so yeah, I sort of came up with that, and I sort of discussed it with my brother, who's a plumber at the time, and a friend of mine who's a teacher. And it seemed to be there's quite a lot of people seem to be in this middle place that didn't really have a name. You couldn't say, "Oh, I'm middle class," because I'm definitely not. But it's been fun, and it's fun because you find yourself doing middle class things, and you'll all do it at some point. Often it comes with food, like you'll have a pork pie, bit of quinoa on the side. You know, you drink champagne, you know, but it's in a mug that you won at the bingo.
Yeah.
You know? Well, my favourite was actually my brother, who, when I mentioned it to him, he said, "Oh, I've done that." He says, when he signed on last, all he had was a fountain pen. So, you know, there's a lot of fun to be had with it.
But also, I suppose it's because with your kids, you could spoil them, but you have to try and be strict with them.
Yeah, it's tough, like, because, you know, as you're doing all right, you want to give them the life that you didn't have, you know, so you know, but you have to be strict because you don't want to turn them into children that you hated when you were a child.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't want them to be those kids, so it's tough, you know. I remember taking my daughter to get new school shoes, so I took all I don't know if you've done this, Gary, but you've taken all of them out just by yourself, like an idiot, and took them all out. We've gone to buy new school shoes, and it's a dead busy day in the department store, and most of them have been fine, and then just one daughter is just kicking off, just going for it, right? And you've not got the skills that your parents had, because, you know, laws have changed. You've got to, like, find other ways. You've got to, like, talk to them like a children's TV presenter, and you've got
Get down on their level.
problem. And you're like, and you get in close, you're like, when you get home, you are dead. Like, you have to do it like nobody sees you. And, so she's being a nightmare, and I just couldn't wrangle her. I just couldn't work it out. And what happens is, the other thing with when you've got many children is that your other children start being good, really good, but not good because they want to be good. They want to be good to highlight how bad the bad one's being. And they're like, we're being good, aren't we, Daddy? You're like, yeah, but it's not coming from a good place. And then, in the end, I had to do that thing that parents do sometimes where you go overboard with the punishment. So, like, when they're not eating their dinner, you know, you're like, right then, you'll never eat again! You know, you say, oh, can't back that up, you know. And I did it to my daughter. She was like, I want these shoes on there. She was being spoiled. And I said, right then, you'll have no shoes. So I got shoes for the other kids, and I've got these, like, 4 pairs of shoes and none for her. And I'm like, and I'm very, very rare that I stand by a punishment, right? And like, even when I'm sending them upstairs, they're halfway down before they've got there, you know. So I'm in this queue, and my daughter's gone from being naughty to turning the waterworks on, and of course it's a new crowd around her. So these people just think she's like Cinderella, like not getting any shoes, no shoes for you. And she goes, and then she said the worst thing, and as parents you'll feel this, right? It's the worst thing that anyone can say to you, right? What your children can say to you. She said, Daddy, and I went, what? She said, there's all these people looking like front and back of the queue. She went, Daddy, why do you make the rest of the world laugh but you make me cry? You got me good. She got 3 pairs of shoes that day.
Listen, it's time for music. This lady is one of Ireland's most celebrated artists, and now she's back with a new groove performing Should It Be New. It is Imelda May! Beautiful job, come on over. Well, give it away, give it away.
Thank you, Ollie. Oh.
Beautiful, thank you so much. Imelda May, come and join us too. That's Jason, Billie, Guy, Charlie, Margaret. There we are. Thank you so much for that. That sounded great. And well done. Fabulous to have that big band and everything.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes. A great
and
live band.
Live. And that is off the new album, Life, Love, Flesh, Blood,
Yes.
which is... It's out now, isn't it?
It is. It's out now. It's out a week or so
it's
now.
in the actual shops. And I was saying on the radio, that sound, it's almost like a kind of Roy Orbison sound, that song. I love it.
Well, T-Bone Burnett produced it.
Oh, well,
so
right.
he produced a lot of Roy Orbison stuff.
Oh, there
so
you go.
Maybe you're right.
It's like I'm not stupid. It's almost as if. And we should say that in fact, the reason why you've got a big band, because you are on tour right now.
Right until right in the middle of it, yeah. And we cancelled the gig tonight to come to see you, and lots of people are very cross with you.
Oh, because that's my fault.
No, they're cross at me. They're cross at me. But I explained them, and once I said your name, they all were very happy.
Yeah.
All good.
I know, because the tour, I mean, literally, you probably saw it, the tour bus is parked outside.
Yeah.
Because the tour's around here, Ireland, then it's going to America. But will it be going to Paris at all?
Yes, we will be going to Paris.
Because the May family have been to Paris, haven't you?
I know where you're going with this.
I love this story. This is so Irish.
Well, I think I'm actually thinking that, because I have so many crazy stories of my family, that I might write a book And possibly, if you ever want to turn it into a movie, I think this is a really good opening scene. So, yes, my parents used to bring us travelling when nobody went travelling. We had this giant, big orange tent that slept 7 of us. My mum had her little stove. My dad never got the tent up the way it was shaped on the box. And I remember we woke up to massive... it was crazy and noisy, and my dad was getting dragged out by the gendarme, by the police. And there was whistles going, and my mum was saying, "Get your hands off him," and we were starting to cry. My mum had her little stove out doing breakfast, and my dad was saying, "Yous are very uptight altogether." And he was dragging them out, and apparently you're not allowed to camp underneath the Eiffel Tower.
Frying an egg. Frying an egg.
Literally, yes.
It'll be all right.
Frying an egg, the kettle was on, we were all sitting in there. She brought dressing gowns and slippers, we were all sitting with my dad saying, "This is a great view." We just get dragged off.
Very good. Well, thank you very much for that, Imelda May.
Thank you
Terrific.
very
Imelda
much.
May, everybody. Right. That's nearly it. Before we go, just time for a visit to the big red chair. Who's there?
Hiya.
Hi, what's your name?
Matt.
Matt. And where are you from, Matt?
I'm from Cambridgeshire.
Cambridgeshire. Okay. Do you live here or up in Cambridgeshire?
No, just up for the day.
Oh,
Visiting.
up for the day?
Up for this, yeah.
The excitement. And all right, off you go with the story.
Well, a few years ago, I went on a holiday with a couple of friends to Crete. Extremely hot. On the first day, I forgot to take my sunscreen to the beach. So my mate had this huge budget, cheap, family-sized packet of sun cream. So I asked him, could I borrow it? And he told me no, because he'd require it for the rest of the holiday. So I spent the whole day in the shade. So that evening in the apartment, his budget sun cream was on the bathroom cabinet. So I went to the kitchen, took a fork, took the little plastic bung out, and I peed in it for revenge. So I put the bung back in, put it back in the shelf. In the rest of the holiday, there was sloughing his sun cream in, doing this all week long. And I told everyone at the pub when I got home, and everyone said what a lovely golden tan he'd got.
Sorry. There's a punchline and everything. Yeah, you can walk. You can walk. Go on.
You turned it around at the end there.
OK. Let's do one more. Here we go. Hello.
Hiya.
Hi, what's your name?
My name's Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
I'm from Newcastle.
Newcastle. OK. Do you live there or here?
I live in Newcastle, yeah.
OK. Off you go with the story, Sebastian.
Well, many moons ago, I actually went to school in Newcastle, and there was a disco coming up. There was a really popular girl at school. Usual sort of scenario, all the guys after her. I sort of waited to the last moment, last couple of days, and asked the girl, this popular girl in question, if she'd like to go with me. She said yes. And this was literally, I think, the day before the disco. Lo and behold, it turns out that she was actually going to go with somebody else. And that other person was actually Charlie.
Sebastian Lippiat!
That's the one, man.
I didn't know.
Minister.
How could this have happened to two people? Rachel Gould!
They're very same, yes. You know who it is.
Wow.
You know, at the time...
You look older than me.
At the time, I was very much...
We're the same age.
And did you end up marrying Rachel Gould?
No, not yet, no.
OK. There's still time.
You don't happen to have a sword with you, do you?
You could have revenge if you want to. Do you want to? There you go. All those years. Well done.
That's all right.
Good. I wonder when you've twigged. Well done, everyone. If you'd like to join us on the show and have a go in the red chair, you can contact us via our website at this very address. And that is it for tonight. Please say a huge thank you to my guests, Imelda May, Jason Manford,